6:03 is the time, and new this morning, some upstate college students are calling for a tuition freeze. Many schools implemented one at the beginning of the pandemic, and we've found out that some plan to do it again, but not all. That's exactly why some Clemson students organized a sit-in. Fox Carolina's Grace Runkle is live at Clemson University following their efforts this morning.
Yeah, some students are concerned that a possible tuition increase could keep them from coming back to school next fall, and that's why they're organizing an ongoing protest right here in front of Sykes Hall, where they hope to take their demands to the Board of Trustees, who work just inside. They're calling for another tuition freeze. It's something that some upstate schools have already committed to, but some say they just can't do it again. Take a look at these numbers. We decided to look through the different rates going on at several different upstate colleges for the fall semester. We looked at Furman. Their tuition is increasing 2.5%, room and board another 8.3%. But to add a little context, the school refunded a lot of room and board fees after sending students home last spring. Altogether, though, the next school year will cost a full-time student around $68,000. Over at Wofford, students can also expect an increase. Both tuition and room and board are both going up 4%. That brings next year's cost to almost $64,000. Now, these are the kinds of increases students here at Clemson are protesting with their sit-in. We spoke with one sophomore who tells us even a minor increase could keep a student from returning to school in the fall.
A lot of students, $1,000 even is a big deal. It could mean 2 months of rent. It could mean plenty of, medical bills. There's a lot of things like that, yeah.
Cutter says that he's already met with the board, and he says they are open to discussions with students, but he says he's going to be holding firm and demanding that tuition freeze. That's the goal of the different student groups that have come together to continue to protest right outside of Sykes Hall. We're expecting it to get underway again at 10 o'clock this morning, but coming up in the next 30 minutes, we're going to give you some tips from an expert about how to make college more affordable regardless of the tuition rates. Back to you.
Grace.